Lisa's Kitchen. I'm going to be making Carolina-style pork barbecue. Now this is the pork barbecue recipe that you've all asked for, and I've tried to explain it to you, but it's a little bit complicated. So now you get to see how to make it from start to finish. You're only going to need a couple of things to begin with. First off, you're going to need about a cup of the dry barbecue rub that I made over the summer shorts, so you can check that out. You're also going to need one vacuum packaged pork tenderloin that has 2 muscles in it, and I'm going to show you how to clean one of these up. Alright, a little bit of prep work goes a long way. You would eventually have to take off the stuff that we're going to be removing after it's been cooked, and it's much easier to do it beforehand. So let's get started. First, we want to remove any pieces of fat or membrane that are just on the pork tenderloin. Alright, next, in between the main muscle and there's a little side muscle off here, we have a long piece of tendon that's going to have to come out. This is just like a piece of rubber band. So all you need to do is just get your knife in there and start working it out. Alright, the next thing we need to remove is this piece of silver skin. That is just like eating a giant rubber tire if we were to leave it in there. Alright, the easiest way to do that is to stick the point of your knife at the edge of where you see the silver skin. I'm just going to get under here. You can put it all the way across, and then very slowly with your knife blade angled up, pull until you get to the top of the tenderloin. And then we just are going to cut backwards this way so that we don't waste any meat. And then we'll just keep doing that till we have it all removed. Okay, once you've got your pork all cleaned up, lay it down in your half sheet, and then we are going to coat it very liberally with dry rub. Alright, once you have these sufficiently coated, we're going to put them in a preheated 350-degree oven, and we're going to bake them for 45 minutes. Okay, the timer has gone off on this pork tenderloin. So we're going to take it out and put it on top of the stove, and we have to let it rest for at least a half an hour before we can cut into it. At that point, we're going to cut each piece into about 4 lengths, and then we'll shred them. Alright, while we're waiting for the pork to cool down, this is the perfect time to put this barbecue sauce together. Now, Carolina-style barbecue sauce differs from other barbecue sauces in that this is a vinegar-based sauce and not a ketchup-based sauce. So let's get started with the ingredients. You are going to need to start with 4 cups of cold water. We need a cup of apple cider vinegar, a half cup of hot sauce, a half cup of paprika, a half cup of white granulated sugar, and about a tablespoon each of kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. Alright, this pork is cool enough to handle, so we're going to start shredding. The easiest way to shred is to go ahead and just cut this into about this one probably 4 pieces. It would depend on how large your pork tenderloin is. A smaller tenderloin you might only need to cut into 3 pieces. Okay, we just go ahead and pick it up and just start pulling the pieces apart. Alright, once you get done shredding this all up, make sure that you scrape all the drippings from both your pan and the cutting board into your saucepan with your shredded pork. Alright, let's go ahead and get the heat on and get this heated up. Alright, this barbecue is sufficiently warmed up. It was boiling just a few minutes ago. Now, when we go to put these sandwiches together, we need a hearty bread. I have a ciabatta baguette that I cut into about 2-inch thick slices and then cut in half. So let's get putting these sandwiches together. Okay, that looks good. You could dip these in the sauce if you wanted to, or you could provide your guests or your family with a bowl with the sauce in it. Alright, I've got a little dipping sauce here, so let's give these a taste. Oh, that's spicy. Mmm. What do you think?
It's good.
All right. Boil it was actually I need to so I have a ciabatta baguette that I've cut up into about 2-inch slices, so let's put the